Hello. So I'm going to begin with a very big question. What is the mind? So maybe this seems a very obvious question. We think of the mind often, don't we, as being our brain and all the different activity that goes on, the electrical impulses, its grey matter. And generally we think, well, this is what the mind is. But from the Buddhist understanding, the mind is different. So the mind from the Buddhist understanding is vast actually. So the mind is not form. So generally when we think of our brain up here, we think it's a very physical thing that we can easily find, photograph, prod and poke, not while we're alive obviously, but we know exactly what that is. But the mind is much more profound than this. And our mind, we can say on one level, it is the collection of all of those bits that we think of as being ourself. Our thoughts, our feelings, our hopes, our dreams, our memories, our habits, our tendencies. That big collection of things that actually we would find hard to pin down. But when we do think about them, we think, well, this is us. This is who I am. And if we were to introduce ourselves to someone, these are the sort of things that we would talk about. And we would think, well, this is me. This is the things that go on in my mind. And these are the thoughts that I have. But there is more to our mind than this. So we would say that we have different levels of mind. The very obvious level of mind that we've just looked at. But our mind is also far more subtle. You know, our mind is capable actually of inducing a very peaceful feeling. When we begin to know our mind through maybe meditation, contemplation, what we discover is that deep within our mind on this maybe more subtle level is a great potential to feel peaceful and to be able to eventually choose what it is that we think about and what it is that we feel. And of course, if we have this choice, we would want to feel peaceful. We would want to experience a level of contentment that arises from our mind, stays within the mind, and then helps us throughout the day. So the mind is fascinating. It's a huge subject actually. And the more that we discover what the mind is, the importance of our mind, and actually how our own state of mind determines how we enjoy or not enjoy every single day, then we might feel inspired to find out a little bit more about it. But we can also say that our mind is a continuum. So our mind changes all of the time. Maybe even just for this few minutes, our mind feels a little bit different. Maybe we start off feeling one way, and then in a few minutes we feel another way. So our mind is constantly changing. And as we begin to think about this, we can see why and how it is possible to be able to work with our mind, to train our mind in such a way that we do feel more times of calm, we are more able to feel peaceful, and that eventually, even if life becomes quite busy, if all sorts of things happen, which they do, deep within us we will have an inner confidence that knows that we can stay peaceful through working with our mind, through knowing and understanding our mind. And if you want to find out a little bit more, then once again this book, How to Transform Your Life by Geshe-Kelsang Gyatso, has a very deep and thorough explanation of these different levels of mind and also the importance of knowing our own mind. So I hope that you maybe are interested to think about this a little bit, maybe to even just consider the possibility there is more to me than my brain. Within my mind, there is so much more going on, and there is so much more potential to become the person that I want to be through understanding my mind in this way. Thank you.